Yello everybody and welcome to another episode of Shakes and Fidget free-to-play playthrough. In today's episode we're gonna cover the last two, if I'm not mistaken, the last two small features we unlocked in game and so far which I did not cover and which are actually quite useful for your gameplay. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to get a notification when a new video is out, and don't forget to leave a comment below if you want to ask questions, if you have any suggestions, or just want to say hello. The two last features, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if I might not have covered all of the features, but I think these are the last two and they're really small, so I wanted to have them joined together. So the first feature is the Holy Grail, or the real Holy Grail as it's called, and of course there is an achievement for that one. Once you find the Holy Grail, just a quick one. Where are those? Here it is. Lancelot, find the Holy Grail. So once you find the Holy Grail, you can then have something really interesting, and I can show you how you can use it. So the Holy Grail is unlocked at level 85, but only if you have at least 1000 items found in your scrapbook. And 1000 items is approximately 50%. I'm not 100% sure, but you can actually, yeah, it is exactly one sort of a little bit less than 50% because there is 2.2 thousand items in total, so just a little bit less than 50% of your scrapbook. But generally, what it does, it actually enables you to see which items you still don't have in your scrapbook. So for example here, that's a good one, I will take this one. So let's go to the Hall of Fame and you find a player, and if you don't have the item in your scrapbook, it would sort of have this effect, be sort of popping out. So let me remember this Kova, but you can see gloves of the bread cutter. So let's just quickly check it. It was an scout equipment. I actually don't have these two, so I still need to hunt for this one. But it was hands, so let's quickly find hands. And I mean, of course, it would not be possible for me to see it because I don't have it. But was it a... I think it was a scout. No, it was Demon Hunter, so he actually wears warrior equipment. You need to have this in mind. This is an interesting thing which I found out with my while playing my Demon Hunter, is that I share the equipment with a warrior, which is a bit, let's say, stupid because I wear dexterity and warrior wear strength. So whatever equipment I have, I actually cannot share it with with my warrior, which is, let's say, quite bad. But here they are. So this is it on a page 8384. So you can see that I don't have them. So now if I fight Pova and go, you can see +1, and here it is. Now I have it. So this is exactly what Holy Grail is. It enables you to see the items which you don't have collected on the screen of the players, which you have, and then you can use it to collect. So for example, I don't have this one, and similar. So for example, let's say I want to fight this one, but at the moment I don't want to use shrooms. What you could do, and this is a valid approach, you can actually save the player. So here's a tip for you: you save a player in a friends list. So now you have him here. Oh, look at this, these two I have. So I actually have been saving here in order to collect some of these items. I forgot actually completely because I should fight. You can see here 3 items I can collect, which is really nice. here too. So I have been saving mostly the cases where I can collect more than one item because this speeds up the process of populating the scrapbook. So I will actually have to fight. Where was the 3-1? So this one I will have to fight because this one I think still plays the game. Some of these do not play the game, so I don't have to rush. So for example, this one probably does not play the game anymore, so I can sort of defeat him later on. But in general, you can save the players here, and then sort of as a free-to-play character, since I don't want to waste rooms, then I would just go here once the 10 minutes have passed, and then I can fight the player and get the items. So that's it for the Holy Grail. It's a really small feature. It just helps you fill in the scrapbook. The second feature is the mannequin, and also for the mannequin there is a achievement. So let's just quickly find it. It should be somewhere at the same location. I don't see it. I mean, here it is to fully equip the mannequin, but I don't see the one for the sort of find the mannequin. And the mannequin itself is unlocked once you have collected 1,000 runes. So in the arena manager, once you have 1,000 runes, then you unlock the mannequin. Why is it 1,000 runes? Is because at 1,000 runes you unlock the enchants on the equipment. So for example, this one here called resistance. um, the fact that you unlock the enchants means that you can have enchants which benefit you in different ways. So you might have multiple sets of equipment for that. For example, let's take a weapon as a easiest example. Weapons have increased damage of a specific sort, so lightning damage, fire damage, or cold damage. And if we go to, let's say, these dungeons here, this one has inflicting lightning damage but resistance against lightning damage. So if you're fighting this guy, you would not be using a weapon with lightning damage. Fire or cold can be okay, but then you go to another one. So for example, here this one has cold damage and resistance to cold damage, so now you need something else, fire or lightning. This one, okay, this is still cold. Let's see if here, no, I don't have it yet unlocked. But generally you can see that you need multiple weapons with different types of damage if you want to fight against, let's say, higher level dungeon monsters. Then there is on top of that, for example, chance of epics or gold bonus, or I don't have here, but I should have here maybe XP bonus. So there is others which do not benefit you when you are fighting players or fighting dungeons, because they just give bonus on experience or gold from the quests, or when you are hunting epic items in the shop, for example, or from the quest. So you would then have one set of equipment which is just your general equipment, increasing your resistances, increasing your health pool. But then you would have a second set of equipment which would increase your XP gain and your gold gain and similar. So this is exactly why you need the mannequin. So as soon as you unlock the runes, you need the possibility to have the second set of equipment. And the mannequin you can buy at the weapon shop. There is a chance that it will appear, but it will keep appearing until you buy it. But you can buy it immediately because it does benefit you. It also helps you, for example, to store some items in order sort of to save space in your bags. So you can just keep them here until you toss them in the toilet, or if you have enough, let's say, um, sort of, if you are currently capped on your blacksmith dismantle, you can keep them there. Or if you want to wait for the witch event and then toss them in the cauldron, So whatever is the reason, you can keep them here and then do it later. You can also, of course, don't forget to equip all of the items. I so far did not do it because you get an achievement for equipping on the mannequin, but in general you would do that um, sort of to have two sets of equipment for the fights and for the questing. This is the, let's say, usual case. How do you use it? You can see here you have this button. It says swap equipment gear with your mannequin. If you click this, it would swap those items which you have on the mannequin. All the others will stay. So I have this one, and these two. So you can see that they are the ones which are changing. So this is how it works. Um, of course, if you would have more, it would change all of them. So this is more or less it for the mannequin. However, I want here to give one more sort of tip. So I also keep the improved item quality on the mannequin because of the epic luck extravaganza, or because of the, what else is affected, legendary dungeon is affected by the item quality. I mean, generally everywhere where you can have a chance to get an item, it is affected by the item quality, so you can keep one set of item quality as well, and always strive to have the maximum bonuses on items so that you have least amount of items used. So for example, I think 15% is maximum per item for experience, but you can have like 45 or 50% in total. So you would then have like 2 or 3 items for XP, you would have 2 or 3 for gold, and then 1 2 you would have for the item quality. So you can somehow optimize in order to have all of the bonuses across the items here, and you would then use it. Unfortunately, um, you would have still to keep the weapons, because if you equip here a weapon which you need, but all the others are quest items and similar, and then you do a swap because you need different type of sort of damage, like instead of lighting a cold, you would also be equipping other items and you would be weaker actually. So probably you would keep the weapons somewhere else, but main idea is on a mannequin you keep the XP, gold, chance of epics, item quality, whilst on your main character you keep your main equipment with which you fight. So that's it for this episode. These two small but really important, I would say, quality of life, if nothing, features, which can help you progress in game either by collecting more scrapbook items or by having two sets of equipment, one for experience or for questing and one for doing the dungeons. Until next episode, live long and keep on gaming.